तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः.
Gayatri Jayanti symbolizes one very important function, that this Gayatri Pariwar has originated from Gayatri. Gayatri means Sadgyan, for which Param Pujya Gurudev struggled hard throughout his life to liberate it from the clutches of the Brahmins, from the clutches of those people who were thinking that it is their property. So he wanted it should spread everywhere. Gayatri consciousness should spread everywhere, and because of this particularly pious purpose, he became Yug Vishwamitra, he became Yug Bhagirath, he became Yug Vashisht. And as you know, that Brahma has given the Gayatri mantra, so he plays the role of all three, four: Brahma, Vashisht, Vishwamitra, and then Bhagirath. Bhagirath in the sense that the Ganga originated on this earth on this very prior day, this very special day. This particular day is very important. It started coming on the earth earlier, but it started appearing on the earth on this Ganga Dashera. Dashara means 10 sins are destroyed by this taking bath in the Ganga. Ganges, as you know, is very dirty right now, and it is throughout the stretch it has been polluted by the people because it is Kali Yuga. And Gayatri Pariwar has taken an oath to do the cleansing of the whole Ganga. Ganga is for outward cleaning, Gayatri is for inward cleaning. Gayatri is supposed to be the power which gives you a very pious knowledge. Nahi jnaneno sadrisha pavitra mein vidyate. Lord Krishna says in Gita, ज्ञान से ज़्यादा पवित्र इस धरती पे कुछ भी नहीं है. What is ज्ञान? Gayatri. Gayatri has 4 steps. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. Bhu Bhuva Swaha. स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर, कारण शरीर. ओम परमात्मा का नाम. तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम. Let us all adopt it in day-to-day life so that we become ideal, we become most adorable, श्रेष्ठतम हम बन सकें. तो ये तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम, by adopting the virtues of the sun power. तो गायत्री मंत्र is the स्तुति, is a prayer of basically sun god. And as told in Gita, Lord Krishna says that I told this knowledge of Gita first to sun, Devaswat Manu, and then from there it is spread everywhere. So you can imagine the importance of sun. Sun is Savita Devata, sun god. In UK and your countries, if there is no sun, there are a lot of depression and the varieties of disorders related to season associated disorders, SAD, S-A-D. It is because of the reason that sun is very important in our day-to-day life. Sun has got 3 parts. Gross is Thul, hydrogen helium burning planet. Subtler, that is the power of Jatak ki Atma, the soul of the person who is worshipping Gayatri. And then Nakshatron ka Adhipati, he is the king of all the planets. And lastly, spiritual part is the Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, Adidevik, Adhyatmik. Adhyatmik means the spiritual part, and this spiritual part is very important because this brings us closer to God, and that almighty power of consciousness which brings illumination in you, illumination of all varieties of the causal variety, and basically to make you more and more closer to God. So this is why we worship sun. Sun, first thing which we get is Tat Savitur Varenyam. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Devatva, divinity, become closer to divinity. And divinity makes a man perfect. Divinity makes a man from Nar Pashu to Dev Mano. What we want is Dev Mano. He should become a person, should become a Dev Mano. If all become Dev Mano, then the whole earth will be heaven. Nobody will be troubled, nobody will be having any explosions, any terrorist incidents as happened recently in England. So this particular concept of Gayatri is very important to understand, that Gayatri brings the divinity, Gayatri brings the best possible ideal qualities. And lastly, Dhiyo Yona Prachodhyayat. Let us all walk together, let us all go together. Dhiyo Yona Prachodhyayat. To go together is the need of time today, because alone we cannot progress. We have to progress together. Husband and wife together, husband, wife, children together, husband, wife, children, grandfather, grandmother, grandson, granddaughter together. All have to live together. The whole family has to live together with the greater family, that is the cosmic family. That is our. So this is what is basically the meaning of Gayatri. This Gayatri originated on this earth through Vishwamitra. That's why it is known as Vishwamitra Rishi, Chanda Anushtup, Gayatri Mantra. It is mentioned in all four Vedas. All four Vedas you can have the details of the mantra. And the mantra's basic meaning is to make you more and more cultured, Susanskrit, more and more divine divinity in your each and every part of the consciousness. So Gayatri Jayanti is one of the very pious festival in our culture, and it gives us a feeling that our Gurudev wanted to give such a unique mantra. Sri Aurobindo wrote in 1910, that time Gurudev was not born. 1910 he wrote, and this is quoted in his book, the emergence of India through the ruins of the world culture. खंडहरों से उभरता हुआ भारत उसका नाम है. He has written in that book, he has mentioned in that book that there is one unique mantra. Vande Mataram was the mantra which was needed for the liberty of this country, and then came the Gayatri mantra. Then will come the Gayatri mantra. And this mantra will be brought by a person who is really embodiment of consciousness of the Gayatri. So that is Param Pujya Gurudev Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya. We and you and all are fortunate enough to be a part of our Gayatri Pariwar movement, and I want to congratulate all of you. I want to tell you that this particular Gayatri Jayanti is going to bring lot of virtues to you. Gayatri gives everything. Amrit, Paras, Kalpvraksh. Amrit means eternal fountain of youth. Paras means when you touch it, you become like gold, full of qualities. And Kalpvraksh means your all wishes are fulfilled, if they are due, not materialistic, if they are spiritualistic. So this is what is basically the concept behind the celebrating the Gayatri, which Gurudev started. Gayatri Brahman ki Kamdhenu hai. This was the one book which he wrote, first book in 1942. And when he wrote it, a lot of people wrote to him, क्या गायत्री ब्राह्मण की कामधेनु है और किसी की नहीं है? Gurudev said, अरे I didn't mean it. गायत्री उन सब की कामधेनु है जो ब्राह्मणत्व अर्जित करके गायत्री को जपते हैं. So Gayatri gives you Brahmanatva. Whether you are Patel, whether you are Singh, whether you are Sharma, whether you are anything like Srivastav or any caste, you become Brahmin. You know, Vishwarath was a Kshatriya. He became Vishwamitra and became Rishi. Ultimately, he played a very important role in the history. He is still known as the originator of Gayatri. Secondly, his main part was to train Ram, Lakshman for Balati Bala Vidya, Gayatri Savitri. Bhagirath was also a Kshatriya, and Bhagirath, if you start from the Brahma, this Raghukul, Riti Sada Chali Aayi, Brahma, if you start it, he is 24th in the series, from top to bottom, 24th in the series, and 40th is Sri Ram. So you can imagine Bhagirath came so that all the curses which are there on his forefathers are removed by Ganga. So he did a heart penance to bring Ganga. Before him, a lot of people tried. They used to go to the forest for penance. His father, his grandfather, his forefathers, they did it, but they could not fulfill it. But Bhagirath, the moment he was seated on the Sinhasan of Raghukul, Ayodhya, he immediately next day gave it to his son, and he said, I am going to liberate my sinned my forefathers. So ultimately he brought Ganga to earth through Shiv. Har Har Gange we call it. Why? Because Shiv's participation involved, Brahma's participation involved, and Vishnu as Sri Ram is involved. So all three Devas are involved. So you can imagine Ganga Dashera and Gayatri Jayanti. Many congratulations to all of you on this pious festival. It will be celebrated in Shantikunj with full gaiety, and all those celebrities which will be present here will be our Parijans, all our Parijans, no special person. All these people have come from all walks of life. This year we are celebrating the 9-year-old, 9-year-long Navsrajan Mahapurush Charana, Ma Bhagavati, Mahashakti, Adya Shakti, because Mata Bhagavati Devi is completing 9 years in 2026. 100 years are being completed of Mata Bhagavati Devi. She was born in 1926, and to 2026 it is being celebrated. So we have started a 9-year Anushthan, nothing else to be done. If you can do 5 malas per day extra. If you can't do it, do 1 mala per day. Write a mantra lekhan, 1 copy in 24 days, means 1 copy per day, 1 page per day. Whatever is possible for you, a tapasya, a sadhana, a upasana, an aradhana, all these are all given in Yug Shakti Gayatri and Akhand Jyoti, Hindi and English. So you read those magazines and you will find in May, June, July, August, all these 4 months. I have already prepared the month of August Akhand Jyoti, so everything is given there. You can just go through, and accordingly you can start worshipping Ma Bhagavati, so that by the time 2026 comes, very nice atmosphere, very good cultured atmosphere will be there all over.